We're taking you off limits today, giving you an extra sweet taste of West Michigan.
I went behind closed doors at a West Michigan gelato maker, a company that has been so successful, it ships its special creations all around the world. Oh, I think I have died and gone to heaven. Gelato heaven, that is. We are here at Palazzolo's in Fennville, Michigan, and we are talking, what else? Gelato. We're here with Pete Palazzolo, gelato maker. How long have you been around, Pete?
1986.
1986. So people, restaurants, and grocers might be familiar with you. Where can people get your gelato, the average person?
Well, luckily here in West Michigan, it's available not only at culinary restaurants, but in our fresh markets and better grocery stores.
Very nice. And you get special orders for these ingredients. You've got hundreds of ingredients that you make, or excuse me, gelatos that you make.
We do. For example, this one here, the Mexican chocolate chipotle, that was for a fine dining Cuban restaurant in Miami. And over here, this Dutch apple pie, that's for an account at Caesar's Palace.
In Las Vegas?
You got it.
And I have to say that he did give me permission to try as many as I wanted, as long as I used different spoons. I can taste how wonderful this is. The ingredients that you use, where do you get them?
We work with local farmers for our berries, but, you know, we can't get mangoes in West Michigan.
No.
So, for example, those come from a farm in India, in the mountains of India, and it's an incredible mango.
You obviously take a lot of time, and you're very careful when making these. I can't even imagine where you start with
Let me show you.
Okay.
Rachel, come look. They're pulling some out now.
Oh, what do we have here? Roasted pistachio gelato.
You see Scott here's producing. He's pulling it right out and folding in the pistachios by hand. And it's basically milk and cream and sugar and a bunch of pistachios.
I know the process itself for gelato depends a lot on the machinery that you use. So
let me show you.
How exactly does that come together?
Well, the type of equipment we use is called a batch freezer. And it is what it is. You put a batch in and pull it out, and it's a big open cylinder, so it allows you to have the nuts and berries in there while it's freezing, where most commercial ice cream is made with what's called a continuous freezer. And the freezing process forces them to use a smooth ingredient to flavor the product. And then they put bits and pieces in at the end.
Not as fresh. And there's a difference. I've always wondered the difference between ice cream and gelato.
Number one, no air whipped into it, and artisan gelato should be made from the raw ingredients and not a flavoring.
Blueberries, nuts, chocolate.
You got it.
So now that the gelato is made, what's the next step?
A lot of it goes in our big freezer at minus 30 degrees. We'll stay out of there.
Yes, that's a good idea.
And some gets packed up for grocers, gourmet markets, retailers. They're doing some pistachio here.
I kind of thought it would be just a big machine that would push this out, but that's not the case.
Well, that's one way to do it, but we could never do our recipes through that type of equipment. And, you know, we're proud to have 3 people having to do it instead of 1 robot.
Yeah, absolutely. So now that people know how wonderful your gelato is and what care you take in making it, how can they find out where to get it?
They can always email us and let us know where they live, and we'll get back with them immediately on where stuff is around their area.
Yeah. Palazzolo's in Fennville, Michigan. Wonderful gelato. Definitely something you want to check out. We're in the kitchen here at Palazzolo's in Fennville, and we are talking gelato. I know now it is time to get to work.
Let's make some gelato.
I would love to make some gelato.
All right, so we need to pick a flavor from either vanilla, chocolate, fruity, nutty, caramely,
fruity.
coffee.
I love fruit. I think we should go with
Good call,
fruit.
because we can use local fruit.
Okay, sounds like
right.
a good plan. I know that you have some assortments here.
Yeah, mixed berry.
Okay.
We put the fruit in. That's how we start.
Blueberries. Strawberries.
A little bit of sugar.
Okay.
And then let's cook this down.
Okay.
Now we take our fruit we cook down and mix it with our hormone-free milk and sugar.
Okay, exciting. And we're getting the help from Chef Jeremy here. assistance.
So together, go ahead and blend in the berries.
A little sloppy. You warned me
We'll
of this.
splash it at Jeremy.
He's only got the white coat on. Yeah. Nice.
Get everything in there.
Looks good. All right.
And then into the machine.
All right, let's head over
So
there.
help me get the berries down in there.
Okay. Going to go in the machine for how long?
Oh, about 10, 12 minutes.
10, 12 minutes.
Now that the batch is done, it gets extracted and the final berries get added. And then it's ready to either go in the freezer for shipping out or into a gelato case.
Looks nice.
Those are boysenberries on top. So in this flavor we had blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, cranberries, raspberries, and the boysenberries. And
To top it off.
And we're real fortunate that we get to work with local fruit farmers being in West Michigan.
It looks delicious. Well, Pete, I had a lot of fun today, and this was great. We created something very, very special.
Your own custom flavor, What's Westberry?
For 8 West. What a beauty.
Can I have some?
Sure.
All right.
Of course, yummy. So I brought something back for you, Terry.
Fantastic. I really appreciate it. So
What
this
is Westberry?
It's incredible to think that you actually helped to create this.
I have to say, it's one of the favorite things I've done on the show so far.